The international community has been secretly stalking, investigating, and intimidating the spiritual realm. It has paid multiples of rapists and murderers of killing children in an effort to monitor the spirits crying. This is the home I grew up in. We're on Route 4, Box 122, Noblesville, Indiana. My family never told me of spies and espionage. My family's never told me of a TV set. And my family would sneak about and kill each other. Drowning, raping, strangling each other. Or jealousy of mocked across the television. The governments would make note of this and sneak inject cameras in trees and carpet and wall and people's arms and legs in an effort to monitor what was going on around the house. That the jealous participants killing each other, not a clue of. The government still has not accepted responsibility for its actions or stopped the crimes it's been committing. There's now hundreds of fake messiahs, pretending apostles around the world, pretending God likes them and speaks with them. God hates those creatures, and they're going to die because of them. The entire world is in jeopardy because of your mean little governments. Shit dreams pretending they're somebody or something they're not. Celebrities, not a witness. You know, they're bearing false witness. They're not saying the truth. They'd never say the truth. They cheat. Their governments, civil servants, lie and cheat, expect they could run out the door. Have already lost their souls, so they don't care to destroy your soul. It sounds ridiculous until you understand. It's really true. And the evidence is all about and all around me. This is Gene Allen Cleary. This is Gene Allen Cleary. Can't see that real good, can you? It's a shame, isn't it? Because I live here, now in Kentucky, where my parents moved from. It's interesting, the fingers. What do you think? God is real and true, and speaks to me and doesn't speak to you. It's because of some problems going on. You must understand. The world's in jeopardy. This thing is true. Gene Allen. 4. Still button heads of goats. Still trying to wrestle and play and catch a faster horse. My daddy They killed my daddy, Harvey Cleary. They burned up equipment in his brain to make him fool and shit on himself. They killed both my sisters. They're machines. With radios in their necks and arms, legs, and brain. Artificial intelligence. They stickily arranged my entire life. School, first date, next date, jobs, without myself a clue of it happening. Child's birth. None of those is honored. None of fake marriages, none of fake child's birth is honored. And they killed each of my children. Broke their necks. Crushed their heads. Her radios popped out the brains, balloons, whichever it is. They killed my sister, Diane. Still with me today in spiritual form. I've killed Sandra. She's a machine. My mother's dead. She was pushed down a few months back, had a heart attack, died. My brother Lonnie raped her. Now she's a machine robot who does just a television set instructs them. Some of the most ridiculous things. Would you like to see? Interesting. Isn't it to say it's true? Live on a mountain. Like heaven, it is, so would say. Where my great-grandmother has pulled along is true. Say it's true, some say, as Alicia ought to say. It's Diane. It's true, and I won't let them go up high. Won't let them go up real high. It says, 'cause it's young. They say it's true. They haven't seen anything yet. This says. Elijah, my son, is true. Wish to ride it through the horses on the clouds, a thunder amongst his feet. And nothing if you can. That's right, he says. That's right. For the string Cleary. He says I'm a four. See my sister asking. Why she has to sit and stay? She asked, and say it's not time yet, Gene says. Couple of birds that just flew. It is true, the thing that I tell you. The sign says true is hanging on trying to live. The sign says it's true. And time to give. And I grow up like a little rock and roll star, living in a house with my family, pretending as actors, without telling me anything. There you are again, dancing and taking the clothes off their kids. That's what they do. They dance around and it's true, thinking that they're of a service for TV, and actually they're cheated of Apostles' Creed. Well, they're not cheated of Apostles' Creed, really, because they weren't the ones selected. But they don't have a clue at all happening in the depth of the operation. See, only one, never two, is why Jesus is say, He charged into the court and complained about his child. Brain was butchered, it says true, while he was gone with John. Do you understand? It has never stopped, is true. It has never stopped since Mary took justice to Prince 2,000 years ago. They killed the children, they killed the adults, they killed us to figure it out. I'm the only one who's figured it out in depth and detail. All my sisters and my family's children are killed and murdered, it says is true, and floating around near me. There's a Gene Cleary. There's no Alicia, no Samuel, no Elijah will. It's only Gene Allen, no other is true. Only Gene Allen and their honor, Alicia's kids. Only Gene Allen is the one good, the only one true. No other upon this world possess the power I possess. I am the one and only Exodus. I am the one who determines and shows and tells all. Of the Exodus, it says, is true of God's plan, divine plan of rescuing the universe. The Exodus is traveling this direction. It's not going that direction. He says, say is true. And my spaceship has crashed. The distance from my spaceship to make all the technology around you, which has popped up within the previous few hundred years, and this is absolutely true. You'll never understand. You'll never understand. Listen to a television say you should shut off the volume and make them use a subtitle. I don't twist that language as an innuendo monkey slave. I don't do those things that those people wish me say. I don't say those things that they say I say. I have no interpreter, I have no negotiator, no partner. I never wished Raymond, never wished him Marty, never wished him Martha, never wished him, never wished him Mom. It was kidnapped by children, raping them repeatedly and torturing them. In front of cameras for your governments to witness, he says their entire lives. They are now dead, they are machines, provable with things inside of their flesh. You wouldn't understand. There's actually never a net. This is Honorable Tsar of Russia, is Gene Allen Cleary, Gene Allen Cleary. It is verified and confirmed with Vladimir Putin's contract of a candidacy of a president that he must honor all previous contracts of royalty is true. So, I said, throw off the clothes, you don't get paid again. Trying to kill, and torture me, they've killed my children. They've killed my children, good God Almighty, innocence is true. It sure is say true. This is Gene Allen, and I'm the only one good. No one is better than me. It's absolutely easy to validate. And that's why Soulless in Ireland and England and Israel, working as a team, cheating me. It's true. They cheat me, they never say the truth. Remember my childhood was it's growing up in heaven, because I never a clue of any badness or any meannesses or anything. They never tell me anything. 45540, they remember me. You better, because I'm the only one that controls the argument, and they all mock me and pretend they're translating, and pretend they're partners negotiating, and they don't do anything but lie and cheat, as the government wished them to cheat. They've killed my sisters, it says it's true. They've killed multiples of several infants in the previous 100 years, right in front of cameras, hoping you'd put them on and make them famous. They don't even have a clue that God is actually real. And this is the clan Cleary. Now Cleary. They altered the name on the tombstone. Disproved on Facebook. Gene Cleary 1. Here I is again. Yep, that's me. Multiples of things and multiples of things about. Should I show you all about that? Most people don't understand is true. As I say, exactly what I do. Well, it don't seem to light up. Show on the screen, does it? Don't seem to light up and show on the screen. All the writings that God shows me. I wouldn't doubt if the spies are affecting this camera, they affect all the others. What might you want? And the map. The map is so true, as they drew me through. They say the constellations and stars speak the directions to go. I've killed my children, my only machines. Put your medical files on the computer, and I'll I don't believe this is true. My sister they killed, same thing. There he is, little tough boy. I won't stop cheating me. It's taken my horses and dogs, and it's hard to live. It's true. They cheat me every day. Only the murderers and killers are not machines. And only Gene Allen Cleary, well, I'm not a machine. They broke my lower neck, and they've got radios, and they try to force me to say things so they'll kill me. They say, and I keep screaming. Gene Allen Cleary is not a machine. They drilled in my sinuses and put things in where my teeth was as I visited a dentist. My mother, she's dead. She's actually across the street, thinks she's alive. The radio's inside her and verify. My grandmother, she's dead. There's never my neighbors, there's never anyone, and there's never anyone but Gene Allen. And because God is with me and writes signs and flies and spiders and birds and hawks and things. Snakes says, follow me and dance and sing. So the camera stays dancing and following me. I won't honor the foreigners any type of apostles' creed. So they get upset and mad and tore up and angry is true, and try to shut me off for pretending they're me, and make others stalk me, track me, and try to control me. It won't work, I tell them. But they still think life's a murderer, a killer, and should die. Only Gene Allen Cleary is good. Say it's true, it's true. It's absolutely true. It's time to kill those monsters. It's time they all die. It's only Gene Allen Cleary. Randy and Lonnie raped the infant children and killed Diane and Sandra Kay. Praise I was born, I guess. About that time. This is the truth, this is the truth, this is true. This is Gene Allen Cleary, I'm the one you say that you says it's true. I'm the one to say, educated is true. Alicia's crying, Alicia's crying. She's dead, it's true. She was not even a week old, he says it's true. As she's killed, the children cry to their dead bodies, crying and kicking and screaming. As good old Gene Daddy keeps climbing right back in. I climb right back in, and I'm going to kill those bastards, it's true. I'm going to kill each of those bastards, I'm the one that knows just what to do. Thank God, thank God, thank God. God is real. the government from doing their certifications and lying about me is true. Time is true. This stuff only killing is true. This is Gene Allen, this is true. I'm the one, all this is true. They've killed my family, injected their brains, overwhelming their brains with electronics, and there's no chance for anyone to live. It's true. It's time the governments